7 signs of evil person around you. Sign 1. Manipulative behavior. Manipulative behavior is a hallmark of an evil person, employing deceitful tactics for personal gain. This can include gaslighting, where the manipulator makes the victim doubt their reality, or guilt tripping, exploiting the victim's sense of guilt to control them. Understanding these tactics is essential for protection. Gaslighting, derived from the 1944 film Gaslight, involves causing the victim to question their memory, perception, or sanity. Manipulators might deny events, insist the victim is imagining things, or provide false information, eroding the victim's confidence in their reality and increasing their dependence on the manipulator. Guilt tripping uses guilt as a weapon. The manipulator reminds the victim of past mistakes, accuses them of not caring enough, or portrays themselves as the victim, compelling the target to comply with their demands to alleviate guilt. Real-life scenarios illustrate these behaviors. A colleague might undermine your work and then deny it, causing you to doubt your abilities. Or a friend who frequently borrows money might accuse you of being unsupportive if you refuse, inducing guilt and eventually compliance. Recognizing manipulation requires vigilance and self-awareness. Pay attention to feelings of confusion, guilt, or doubt after interactions. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Set boundaries and communicate clearly. For gaslighting, keep a journal of events to maintain clarity. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who reinforce your confidence. Sign 2. Lack of empathy. Empathy is crucial for healthy relationships, allowing us to connect, understand feelings, and respond compassionately. An absence of empathy indicates a deep emotional void, often found in harmful or evil individuals. These people can't comprehend or share others' feelings, resulting in cold, indifferent, or cruel behaviors. A lack of empathy shows in interactions through dismissing or belittling emotions, showing no remorse for hurting others or failing to recognize the distress their actions cause. They can't form genuine bonds, and their relationships are often superficial, manipulative, and one-sided. Interacting with someone who lacks empathy can cause significant emotional harm. These individuals are prone to exploit, deceive, and harm others for personal gain, showing no regard for the pain inflicted. This erodes trust and leaves lasting psychological scars. To protect yourself, recognize these behaviors early. Notice their response to others' suffering, their ability to show genuine concern, and their reactions to emotional situations. If they consistently lack empathy, maintain a safe distance and seek nurturing, emotionally supportive relationships. Sign 3. Constant lying. Pathological lying is a key indicator of potentially harmful individuals. Unlike occasional lies, which are context-dependent, pathological liars engage in habitual dishonesty without clear reasons, driven by a need for attention or control. This behavior is pervasive, affecting all aspects of their life. Constant lying severely damages relationships and trust. When trust is repeatedly broken, communication breaks down, leading to doubt, resentment, and anxiety. Friends, family, and colleagues of habitual liars often feel emotionally exhausted, unsure of what to believe. Pathological lying also has severe consequences for the liar. Their intricate web of lies eventually leads to exposure, loss of credibility, and social isolation. They may face damaged reputations and strained relationships, losing professional and personal opportunities. To deal with habitual liars, set clear boundaries and demand honesty. Confront the behavior and seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. Protect your emotional well-being by limiting interactions with those who deceive and manipulate consistently. Sign 4. Enjoyment of others' pain. One of the most troubling traits of a malevolent individual is their enjoyment of others' pain, known as Schadenfreude. This term captures the sinister pleasure some derive from others' suffering. Recognizing Schadenfreude is crucial in identifying harmful individuals who thrive on negativity and distress. Schadenfreude manifests in both subtle and overt ways. Subtly, it can appear as a smirk or veiled amusement when someone fails or faces hardship. Overtly, it may involve mocking, belittling, or gloating over someone's difficulties. For example, they might publicly announce someone's mistakes or share embarrassing stories, enjoying the discomfort caused. Psychologically, Schadenfreude is often rooted in deep-seated insecurities and issues. Individuals who enjoy others' pain frequently struggle with feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Seeing others suffer temporarily elevates their self-worth. Sign 5. Blaming others for their problems. A key trait of malevolent individuals is their persistent refusal to take responsibility for their actions. Instead of owning up to mistakes, they deflect blame onto others using projection and scapegoating. This behavior serves to absolve them of guilt while undermining and manipulating those around them. Projection involves attributing one's own undesirable traits or emotions to someone else. For example, a dishonest person might frequently accuse others of lying, diverting attention from their deceit. Scapegoating singles out an individual or group to blame for problems, absolving the blame shifter of any responsibility. This tactic often leads to the victimization and ostracization of the scapegoated individual, creating a toxic environment. This refusal to take responsibility is rooted in a fragile ego and a fear of vulnerability. Admitting fault is seen as a weakness, so these individuals maintain a facade of infallibility. This constant blame shifting erodes trust and integrity in relationships, leaving a trail of damaged reputations and broken bonds. Handling interactions with blame shifters requires a strategic approach. Maintain clear and factual communication, documenting incidents to create an objective record. Use I statements to express how their behavior affects you, preventing a defensive reaction. For example, say, "I feel hurt when I am blamed for things I haven't done," instead of, "You always blame me." Set firm boundaries by outlining unacceptable behaviors and their consequences. This protects your well-being and signals to the blame shifter that their tactics are ineffective. If the behavior persists, distancing yourself from the individual may be necessary to preserve your mental and emotional health. Sign 6. Isolation tactics. Isolation tactics are a dangerous strategy used by manipulative individuals to control their targets by severing their connections to support networks, making them dependent solely on the manipulator. Recognizing and understanding these tactics is crucial for self-protection. Manipulators often exhibit controlling behavior, subtly or overtly dictating their target's actions and interactions. This includes monitoring and limiting communication with friends and family, or forbidding contact with certain individuals under the guise of care or concern. These actions erode the target's independence and support systems. Another hallmark of isolation tactics is discouraging relationships. This involves constant criticism of the target's friends and family, sowing seeds of doubt and mistrust. Manipulators may spread lies or exaggerate flaws, convincing the target that their loved ones are untrustworthy or harmful. Over time, the target withdraws from these relationships, unknowingly falling into a state of isolation. The psychological impact is profound. Isolated individuals often experience heightened loneliness, depression, and anxiety, feeling trapped and dependent on their manipulator. This dependency strengthens the manipulator's control, making it difficult for the target to break free. To combat isolation tactics, maintain connections with trusted friends and family, even if it means setting boundaries with the manipulator. Regularly communicate with your support network about your situation to gain external perspectives and clarity. Document any controlling or isolating behaviors to affirm your experiences and seek help if needed. Seek professional help from therapists or counselors who can provide strategies to cope with and counteract manipulation. Support groups can also be beneficial, connecting you with others who understand the complexities involved. Sign 7. Excessive jealousy and envy. Jealousy and envy are emotions that can arise in any relationship, but when they become excessive, they have the power to destroy even the strongest bonds. Jealousy is often rooted in insecurity and the fear of losing something valuable. Excessively jealous individuals may constantly question their partner's actions, exhibit unwarranted suspicion, and try to control social interactions. This behavior creates a suffocating environment where the accused feels trapped and scrutinized. Envy, on the other hand, involves resentment towards someone else's achievements or possessions. It can manifest subtly through backhanded compliments or covert sabotage, and more overtly by spreading rumors or undermining the person's success. Envy stems from a sense of inadequacy and the belief that others are unfairly advantaged. Behaviors indicating extreme jealousy or envy include an obsessive focus on the target's activities, attempts to isolate them from others, and pervasive bitterness or resentment. These behaviors erode trust and mutual respect, which are key foundations of any healthy relationship. The person experiencing jealousy or envy might engage in manipulative tactics to maintain control or diminish the target's confidence.